What's up, guys? We are on our way to Game Jam South. We're going to be hitting Cincinnati first, more than likely. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a pretty cool experience. Making a couple stops along the way. We're going to see what we can find at some of these game stores. Are you excited?
Absolutely, let's go.
All right. We made it to Tennessee finally. We're out of Kentucky. And I think we're going to try to maybe hit up some shops. We've got a Game Trader we're looking at. There's some other ones, right?
Absolutely, let's go.
Yep, let's go. Box Lethal Enforcers, Sega CD itself, Sega Saturn. Man, some beautiful boxed VMUs. There's a green, we got some blue loose, Rumble Pack. So you got some
That's so
cool stuff here.
PC Engine.
PC Engine down here. Any more coming over here? No. I'm surprised I don't know. What else is Mortal Kombat on? We are walking into Game Jam South. What's good? Look at this, absolutely beautiful. But we found one of the big things I was looking for. I'm like almost shaking, I'm so excited. PS2 keyboard controller. Oh my goodness, yeah, I've been looking for this one for a minute too, so I'm super excited about that. I'm gonna grab this up and keep on looking through here. Definitely got some cool stuff. Here's one of these that myself and Millennium Collector were just talking about the other day. These little cases here that had Lugia, Ho-Oh, Pikachu, all those on it. Super, super cool. And here was the bigger deluxe version. This might be the one that Thomas was telling me about the other day. Very, very cool. What do you have on that bad boy? I just saw somebody sell one of these sealed.
The old one on eBay is at $2,500 and it's in way better shape than mine. I probably sell for like 3 or 4. I don't know. I got it in a Whatnot stream from a buddy.
Did you really?
Because I thought it was cool. So I'm like, it's cool.
I mean, it is cool, yeah.
I'm never going to see one again. I want
Right.
it.
This is way cooler though.
I agree.
I'll tell you what the coolest part is. If literally the controller is my favorite part of these things. I love CRTs, but these controllers, man. And you don't find the controllers ever. This is the model I don't have. This one's got the sick thing. Pretty cool. Definitely cool stuff, man. I'll tell you what, it's really fun to play like Quake with. You know, there's some of the first person shooters using this and the mouse is really, really cool and definitely really for console gaming. Found Nintendo Power Issue 1. Super, super cool. What's really cool about this is that the final issue of Nintendo Power, they redid the magazine. So it's basically this with an updated Mario, and I actually got that. I was grabbing the college. It's super cool. Ah, come on. Is this a... What game is it? Mecha. Mecha. Is it called Mecha?
Yes, Mecha 9.
Mecha 9. I wanted to say in television for some reason.
We have in television too, but yeah, this was a week ago.
Okay, gotcha.
And the same guy that writes a whole bunch of television games.
Oh, awesome. SNK versus Capcom SVC Chaos. They just brought this back online with the signal, so I've been looking out for this. I may have to come back around for this, but really, really awesome fighter. I really enjoy it. And then of course, we got Panzer Dragoon Omega. Absolute banger of the game. Everybody loves this game. Must have on the original Xbox. Another working designs RPG on the Sega CD game. So really, really cool game. Actually not a terrible deal on it right now. Really, really fun one. There's a lot of these working designs games for the Sega CD and the Sega Saturn that are a lot of fun. Absolutely enjoying. And honestly, this company is the reason, I think, to own a Sega CD. Other than things like Sonic CD, you know, some of the bigger popular titles, this is definitely one to check out for sure. Got a really cool homebrew here. It's just Super Mario Brothers for the Sega Genesis. Look at this. You see here some screenshots. This is incredibly cool. Flashback Entertainment. I'll have to check them out. This is really neat. I mean, legit. This might be a legit Genesis case. But this is really, really cool. I love seeing these homebrews, especially these wacky ones like this. Boy, that's that. I'm like running into everything. I like video games a lot, but I'm not good at them. I always say that. I'm not good at video games.
So there's also, this is the sequel, there's a Mecha 8.
Got a clock tower here. Must have on the PS1 if you're collecting PS1. Also got, obviously I've talked about it heavily, Clock Tower 1, Clock Tower 2, the Marvel vs. Capcom. I love this series. Favorite fighting series of all time. I'm a little bit of a bigger fan of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but this is a great one too. You can't go wrong with it at all. Yeah, you're good. And I died. Alright guys, so we have Jack Rose over here. Complete in box. $1,400. Absolutely amazing. I mean, obviously that's, you know, essentially the highest end game there on the Virtual Boy. That's incredible. This guy's table, he just has some of the best stuff ever. Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior Monsters, Dragon Warrior 1 and 2, complete box over here. And then of course, the highest end 32X game, Spider-Man Web of Fire, complete box, $1,500. Absolutely incredible. Guys, holy crap, look at this. Doom 32X, complete in box. You don't see this Doom one. I don't think I've ever seen the Doom one in person, to be honest with you. But also, on top of that, up here, we've got a complete in box 3DO FC1, which is absolutely beautiful. And we've got this bad boy. Look at this. That's incredible. There's some awesome stuff here. And I'm just seeing so many heavies here. You know, there's not a ton of vendors, but the vendors that are here are super quality. I'm having so much fun. We got two freaking Earthbounds up here. One's 4,000, better condition. The other one, 3,200. I mean, for all I know, that could be missing the guy, but it's crazy. We got stadium events, Little Samson, test cartridge, another test cartridge, Dinosaur Beat, Bubble Bath Babes, all the expensive NES stuff right there. Crazy stuff. DuckTales 2, Demon's Crest, the original Shantae Game Boy Color. I mean, this is absolutely insane. Pretty cool, man. Could you imagine owning more of that? I don't know which one I'd want more, to be honest with you. The Castlevania one's incredible, but this is awesome. Just the display here alone. So Game Jam South was so much fun. There was so much happening there. We had an absolute blast. So we got to meet up with so many awesome people that we hadn't got to see in person yet. We met a ton of new people. I mean, so many awesome people came up to us, said they enjoyed the channel, enjoyed what we do, and we appreciate that so much. So we got to do our first panel. And let me tell you, this was a really cool experience. I was super excited. It was the first Game Junction panel, and we had an absolute blast. You know, Thomas, Millennial Collector, helped with the panel, was a part of the panel, and it was just great. I mean, doing a community panel, seeing people interested in the panel, coming to our panel, you know, in a whole other state where maybe, you know, our demographic hasn't been reached there that much. It was really cool to do, and we had a blast with it. So the vendors, they were awesome. A lot of awesome vendors. So the vendors we connected with a bunch of really cool vendors. There's a guy that we actually had been following for a while. He brought out some awesome stuff, and that is Retro Rewind. I do want to plug him. He has a really cool Instagram, Facebook page, but I was able to get some pretty neat stuff off of him. He was very kind, very nice, and a lot of the other vendors, I mean, Game Central Station was out there. I finally got to meet my homies over there, Shane and Tony. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. It was really cool to finally be able to meet in person. There were a ton of other vendors. Arkansas Picker, of course, he was vending and also a guest at the show. It was so cool to finally meet him in person. Just so much awesomeness happening. There wasn't a ton of vendors, but the vendors that were there were freaking awesome. I mean, there was some killer stuff there. Insane. There was a table that had 2 complete in box Earthbounds. I mean, tons of other crazy stuff. There was a guy vending some really cool and rad TurboGrafx stuff. I shared these really awesome TurboGrafx promo gloves that, you know, that he had and was selling. They were awesome. Those were shared on Instagram and the socials. But let me tell you, the vendors, they were great. You know, our experience just even driving up there, stopping places, the area, everything that we got to do was a lot of fun. We got to meet up with Paul Niemeyer. It was so nice seeing him again. We got to have dinner with him. That was a really cool experience. You know, it was after the convention, went and grabbed dinner. It was so cool to get to hang out with him. He's such an awesome guy too. Big shout out to him. So freaking awesome. We had so much fun. Patricia Somerset was there, the voice actors for Zelda and Breath of the Wild and Age of Calamity, and now, of course, Tears of the Kingdom. She's really cool. That was a cool experience. I mean, there was just so much happening there. It was so much fun. So much awesome stuff. We grabbed some really cool items, and I'm just telling you, the panel was so much fun too. And I just want to shout out everybody that was so kind and nice to us and for having us out there. We had an absolute blast. I mean, we'll definitely come back out again. It was so much fun. The area is really cool. Hadn't been to Alabama before. That was fun. And, you know, Huntsville area was pretty awesome. There's some pretty neat stuff there. Also got to try, you know, some new restaurants and different things in the area as well. But it was so much fun. And again, thank you guys so much for having us out. We loved it. Great experience. Great convention. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. We'll be back again with more content.